Robert Greene's The 48 Laws of Power is not the sort of book you read for comfort. It's the sort of book you read in the same way you might watch a political drama like House of Cards or Succession. Fascinated, a little unsettled, and maybe just a bit suspicious of everyone afterward. First published in 1998, it has since become a staple in boardrooms, locker rooms, recording studios, and, perhaps less openly, in political offices. The book presents itself like an ancient scroll rediscovered, black and red pages, gold accents, and a structure that feels almost ritualistic. Each law is pronounced with the authority of a commandment: never outshine the master, conceal your intentions, crush your enemy totally. There's no hedging, no polite corporate language. Greene writes as if he's whispering these laws to you in the corner of a candlelit room, leaning in just far enough to make you wonder if you should be listening at all. The operating manual for power you didn't know you needed. Greene's central claim is unsettlingly simple: power is everywhere. You can pretend you don't want it, you can pretend you're above it, but you cannot escape it. The office politics that determine who gets promoted? That's power. The quiet family negotiations about where to spend the holidays? Also power. The way your friends decide whose idea the group will follow? Power again. What Greene does, and what makes the book feel so uncomfortably timeless, is strip away the polite veneers that most modern culture paints over ambition. He isn't offering motivational slogans about believing in yourself or being authentic. Instead, he draws from 3,000 years of history to show how power has been acquired, defended, and lost, in royal courts, on battlefields, in revolutionary movements, and in the back rooms where decisions are made while the public sleeps. History as case study, strategy as story. The format of each law is part of what makes the book so addictive. Greene opens with the law stated bluntly, then plunges into historical examples: the rise and fall of courtiers in Versailles, the tactical brilliance of ancient Chinese generals, the fatal missteps of overconfident politicians. He has a knack for selecting moments in history that feel eerily familiar. You see echoes of the 17th century intrigues in the workplace squabbles you've witnessed just last week. Each section is split into transgression, where someone broke the law and paid dearly; observance, where someone obeyed the law and thrived; and interpretation, where Greene dissects the psychology behind it. There's even a reversal for moments when breaking the law might actually be the more strategic move. A subtle acknowledgement that no rule, not even these, is absolute. What's remarkable is Greene's storytelling. He doesn't just tell you that a Renaissance courtier failed to keep the king's favor. He makes you feel the velvet halls, the hushed gossip, the mounting paranoia. The book reads like a collection of short, sharp plays in which the stakes are always life, death, or disgrace. The laws that stay with you. It's impossible to read the 48 Laws of Power without certain laws embedding themselves in your mind. Never outshine the master becomes a constant whisper in situations where you're tempted to show off your skills in front of someone higher up the ladder. You start noticing how insecurity in leadership can be just as dangerous as incompetence. Conceal your intentions suddenly explains why some people move quietly and then emerge with a done deal while everyone else is still debating the plan. Court attention at all costs reminds you that invisibility is often fatal in careers and influence, that without visibility your talents may as well not exist. Crush your enemy totally unsettles you most of all. It's not about being cruel for cruelty's sake, but about the reality that leaving a rival with enough strength to strike back can be a fatal miscalculation. Greene's brilliance here isn't in inventing these insights, they've existed for centuries, but in distilling them into phrases that stick in your head like ancient proverbs. The ethical quagmire. And here's where the book divides readers. Critics see it as a handbook for manipulation, ruthlessness, and sociopathic behavior. Admirers see it as a clear-eyed recognition of reality, not an endorsement of cruelty but an unmasking of it. Greene himself maintains a kind of philosophical detachment. These are not moral laws, they're like the laws of gravity. They operate whether or not you approve of them. For the moral reader, the value might lie not in using every law, but in recognizing them when others use them on you. If nothing else, the 48 Laws of Power acts as an inoculation against naivete. You'll see power plays for what they are, whether in politics, business, or even personal relationships. Why it still resonates. The enduring popularity of the book, especially among entrepreneurs, athletes, artists, and political operatives, lies in its unapologetic tone. Greene doesn't moralize, he doesn't soften, and he doesn't flinch from uncomfortable truths. In a culture that often pretends everyone is playing fair, his bluntness feels almost refreshing, if a little dangerous. It's also meticulously researched. The sheer range of historical sources, from Sun Tzu to Bismarck to Queen Elizabeth I, gives the work a strange universality. It's hard to dismiss the book as just cynical when you see the same patterns repeating across centuries, continents, and cultures. Final thoughts: learning the language of power. Reading the 48 Laws of Power is like learning a foreign language. Once you understand it, you start hearing it everywhere. You notice the subtle pauses in meetings, the calculated generosity, the sudden disappearance of a rival at the perfect moment. Whether you choose to speak this language fluently or merely understand it from a safe distance, the knowledge changes how you move through the world. It's not a book for the faint-hearted, nor is it one that tells you how to be good in the moral sense. But it is a book that will sharpen your awareness, deepen your historical insight, and make you think twice before assuming that good intentions are enough to navigate the complexities of human ambition. If you want to believe that life rewards only honesty and kindness, you'll find this book uncomfortable. If you want to understand how power actually works, and has always worked, you'll find it indispensable.